fait l'intro, puis le premier village. Je sais pas pourquoi avancer.
Unless you're here to trade, don't bother.
clearly his tits. Someone was actually brazen enough to sneak into the camp for pics.
Oh, look, Parody's a ladder. When heated, the red is a hard coat that strengthens weapons and armor. Incoming Zara! Take it to your left! Nice shot! Just like the good old days.
Il va bien au-dessus. Ah voilà.
This used to be a good fishing spot, until something started dragging people away. This one's mine. Next one's mine. Right front. Even Park-Runan walls can't stand against this place.
C'est quoi le fait que tu penses ça?
Bad luck to hang around a graveyard. Maybe we should move on.
Nothing to...
Oh, I'll be damned. You lads see this? A blasted god...
That's no godlike.
Seriously, Tiny? Do you not...
I still don't like it when you...
Tiny's got a point, though. Though, I don't recognize who's godlike. Now, is there a reason you're here? Besides... Then I recommend you look around.
Go find your own grave to loot. This was all the boss's idea. I never even wanted to be a looter.
You fucking coward.
Let me go, and I'll never disturb a gravesite again.
You little shit!
Thank you. Mom?
You know this was your last chance, Tiny. If...
Here we go!
Don't hurt me. I wasn't even supposed to be here.
Tac, H5. Ah, c'est mieux ce que j'ai.
Show me what you got! One for you!
Quand vous le trouvez, s'il vous plaît, c'est fantastique.
Pargrunen built these walls, and much of Parity centuries ago. Much of their work still stands.
Oh, no, you don't! flank! I think we've lost them.
Mogren's fury. Keep it away from gunpowder, or you'll be as bald as me.
You're mine now!
Coming from your right!
On your right! Right flank!
Comment je peux faire pour... Ah, c'est le manche.
Unseen, unheard. Like you're on my side.
rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard. Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want.
Where's my mark? Stand back.
That's a bad way to go. It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house. Who's ready for more? Here it comes.
It breathes. It is close.
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road.
Ouais, pas ça. La bugueule, là. Bon, on va recharger. Hein.
Here it comes. It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house. Nothing like a win with a good team. Zombies. They don't usually venture out here. Wonder what's got them riled up. Aim where?
Let me catch my breath.
Ready, aim.
Good one!
The scourge invades. Claw it out. It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band, we'll talk after. Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band, we'll talk after. Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band, we'll talk after.
Let's see what you got.
back in the fight.
Take that, you monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
Poor bastard. One of Ludwine's toy soldiers. I never even learned their name. Not that it would have done us any good. Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Oh, Ambassador Falchion, Hildegard, at your service. And keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news and aren't you going to introduce me to your capable... Well, did he now?
A little faster, and we might have been able to save Clavenger Aemon, too. Happy to have been of service.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with... It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. I'm no woodsman. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but we tracked the corruption all the way here. But all we... Did you? We lost... The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need to...
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you.
What's the matter? Can you... But you... The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. You know something of our troubles.
Right behind you.
Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forget.
Take it slow.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We awake from seasons of slumber. A colony of insects. The many united by one purpose. We are the ache in the... And you, our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. A rot eats at the foundation of this land. It spreads and festers and Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it is an infection. We feel the pain of this intrusion. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it. Care for it. We were loved once. Perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things, but a favor for a favor. We offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would decide, do you wish this power or not? A favor for a favor then, this place shall retire. New again.
Incredible. Envoy,
You alright? You look like you were...
What happened? What can you recall? You must be sensitive to the spirit world. Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with... Ah, I heard that you two had a connection. Well, she is as you knew it. The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection. But we have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll make sure and use that to your advantage. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the paradisement. Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the...
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this. Whatever the Inquisitors are, she can't be worse than that there, can she? You are full of surprises, Envoy. I'd heard God Knights have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradise. Enjoy the calm while you can.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can buy my way back.
Just like the good old days.
Not bad. It's got natural light. Right on the river. Just needs a little upkeep. Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Stand back. You're mine now! Over here! Aye, aye. Coming in hot. Here it comes. Coming in hot. Next one's mine. Oh, no, you don't. So, how long do you think it'll be before the locals realize how much good we're doing? Realize? They're gonna realize anything of the sort is related to them.
That's far enough, Outlander. Well, well. If it isn't the... We have a problem, all right?
Unless you're hearing that from a handsome stranger in the bathhouse, that's usually an invitation. And not as fun as the kind you get into.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards.
Boss? What if he's right?
Shut it, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. Street whelps. Did you hear?
Wait, you fought in battles? Boss, I think
Pod? I swear by the gods you...
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing and...
You ungrateful nip...
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
Here we go! Nice shot!
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador. Peter's expecting you.
Envoy!
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why? A space within emptiness, where a cage. We feel the souls of multitudes. We could dip our hand in once. We are trapped like wasps in amber. But our beloved, they stole. An arrow broke the skin. It carried a festering blot of corruption spread. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. As many as the beetles and worms in the soil. We could send you back. Just this one. The minnow can slip the fisher's net, even while the prize remains. We will use our waning strength to free. Breathe deep. All birth.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For... You'd think so, but I can't find a scratch on you.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but if anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. I don't suppose this would be the same one.
There's something I still don't understand. A resistance to poison isn't...
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming...
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but...
Ah, look at us. Rambling on like you're still the bloody...
This is far beyond my expertise. She would know what to make of your strange... One who sees into the spirit realm, speaks to the dead. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. Runade's shop is in the hills to the northeast. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. Oh, but avoid... I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk. I hope you weren't thinking of confronting your killer. Not that... Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road.
I suppose following the chain of command will... Either way, I should go with you. Your assassin... Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, and we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand.
Hey, I had a dream about you.
And
Envoy. So, you're the one who saves the ambassador. Well, the conversation went something like, what? Yes, a godlike. And so on. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. Is there any chance you could... Loveled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the race. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in... Back then you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere. Well, let's stick to the matter at hand. Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Loveled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before they're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they...
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine... but you can. There are herbs in the wilds around. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks. For the hero who braved the strength...
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Oh, there is one. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, mate. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's been... Thank you.
I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but you are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but my brother Cadman and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. I fear for their lives. Gods, do you mean it? The descent, you'll know, You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Thank you for...
You died. But you're here. God, still can't believe you're alive.
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see...
T.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised you're still...
I didn't mean anything by it, Envoy.
Hey, somebody has to have the envoys back, because you...
No one expected the Envoy to get...
Exactly. Well... Come on, it's... Teach caused a ruckus last time he was slumming it at the Ballarrock. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right.
You threw me and...
You...
That water's filthy. I had to...
Gods, Teach. Yeah, but now you'll never think of Teach the same way. And now he'll never think of you the same way either.
Let's not make more of it than it was. I shouldn't have said... The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide. Or he'd think we were all marked.
It was over a dice. Teach here has a...
Great. Let's air all my troubles.
The bartender's sleeping with your...
You're lying.
You sure about... I'm not breaking up with her for you. Just so...
That's more than enough. Was there anything I could help you with? Naturally, sir. How can I... Inquisitor Ludwine is the commander of the Steel Garrote in Paradise. Were you to ask her, she'd say but she doesn't keep it so much as... She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign in the Deathfire, where
She's a Death Guard. Well, that explains a lot.
I don't know what happened to her there, but I suppose Wodica wasn't done with... Think upon your promises and die. That's the litany of the Steel Garrote, usually said. They're an order of paladins born and bred in Adir. Though, clearly, they've found plenty of work. Their remit is simple, but comprehensive. They punish all. In practice, that has historically meant contracts. One lord or merchant will hire the Steel Garrote to bring...
Fun bunch.
Since the events in... The Steel Garrote has always been associated with Wodica. And they go wherever Wodica's priests, or Wodica herself, believes there is... The Living Lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier in sore need of order, or so the Steel Garrote say. Has she ever... Except... The morning after the ambassador received word you'd been dispatched, I heard the Inquisitor tell her captain that an old friend... That couldn't have been, could it?
The envoy here has depths you wouldn't...
We are living in the... Do you think so? I've always found her in... Wodica's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, then you have pleased her. But Wodica does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again. I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given. I'm an open book. What would you like to know? If you're looking for a particular year, the first thing you should know, and though it might be considered a distant backwater by the rest of the world, as for who calls this place home, I suspect you could find...
Hey, come on. You're gonna give the envoy the wrong idea. We've got...
As far as I can tell, Paradise has been this way since its inception. If nothing else, this city is a reflection of the countless people who have passed through it on their way to the interior. Depends on who you ask. Ambassador Heelgard will tell you that our remit here is to establish a secure and orderly environment from which Inquisitor Liudwin will tell you we're here to break the front.
So?
Why not? That's where you come in. Whether you find your desires aligning with the ambassadors or the Inquisitors, neither can succeed until the Dreamscape. We are only beginning to see its effects here in Dawnshore. But the closer to the center of the island you go, that bear you and the ambassador encountered in the Strangle Route isn't even the worst, and the tide of this soul plague is rising higher every day. Look, for all that I complain about this backwater, people who want to be able to walk to the market in the morning for their bread and eggs, people who like it when the mail comes on time, and their skates are made from real those people, good and honest people, who pay their debts, they like us. The Resistance, as such, are largely a group of misfits. They take out loans with small Adiran banking houses and do not pay them, then assault the bankers who attempt to collect. They agree to contracts with families in Adir seeking homes, and when their ships arrive, when we levy a small tax to fund the repair of city roads, they set our counting house on fire.
That's certainly one way to characterize them. It's not exactly wrong, but it's not exactly right either.
Of course. There's a lot of ground to cover. There is no singular authority, and
not yet.
I shudder to think what the living lands would look.
Well, to start, there'd be a lot more brothels.
Power is invested in the leaders of the various townships. The largest are Fjord, Thirdborn, and Solace. None of which, I will note, are as safe and orderly. Fjord Messaverno is apparent, so current Fjord or in Solace is...
Yeah, they...
The trouble is, nobody does. They are an isolationist community of Pogrunan dwarves who... They don't...
Some folks, and the ones who survive, aren't eager to talk about...
People aside, half the land is lava rock, and the other half is... Well, I don't know why anyone lives there. I have to assume they're all...
You have no...
By all... Should you ever need me, safe...
Envoy, is it really you? You're alive. When they dragged you to live, how do you feel? Not even death can slow you down.
But we'll return to the topic of your untimely... Our first order of business is your purpose here in the living. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the living lands has become, both in nature and in politics. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. At this point, I can't rule anything out. This embassy has no shortage of political foes. Thank you, Envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the fight... I look forward to hearing about it. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend it, we must. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. Let's make sure to give her some good...
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in. For what? Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever...
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. Before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul, an unusual course of treatment. Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I admire your confidence. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after... High market. A haven of opulence in an otherwise nice city. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. We should stop by Sansa's sometime. There's nothing like it, that's for sure.
Welcome, welcome!
Wouldn't want to mix your communal meals bowl with your ashes of the dead bowl. Did the two heads take turns, or was this guy twice as hungry?
I understand a curious spirit, but I promise that region is well mapped.
Looks like that broke off of something. Wonder where it goes. Looking for something?
My shop is in here, Envoy.
The citizens of Paradise have come to hear. You can enforce your laws on the mainland, but you cannot. You represent everything they stand for. You will find no peace.
Even the High Inquisitor look at you that. They know.
Ouais, yes. T'as testé alors le jeu?
Don't sign any petitions, no matter what anyone says.
Je sais pas si t'es encore là.
Riots are getting deadlier by the day, but people have to eat.
Toujours là, le Yas.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
What was that? Ah! Take that! Get him! With us. On your right! You're gonna miss that. Good one! I'll find you better armor. A better weapon. On your right! Back on my feet. Another down. Watch the left. You're a right flank. Let's see what you got. Next one's mine. Another win, but who's counting?
This looks like the path Offric told us about.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
The Temple of Aethys.
Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow either.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with...
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle...
I'm saying you need to go home, because the goddamn temple...
Kara, an excellent question. Holy One, please.
As I've told Kalya here, there's a venture under... The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of... There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something... And uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuan.
The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured, and grieving his brother's wounds.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned... Right, of course. The expedition team entered through the cave just past... They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them. And Envoy, thanks. I know Offric will appreciate... Yeah, well, you're not just anyone. You're... Hey.
Vas-y, je vais couper le live là. Bonne soirée à tous, et puis bah à la prochaine. Tchuss.